Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another bonus episode of Flashpoint Friday. And for this one, we have a microsite by none other than Nintendo for one of their games for the Wii back in the day. It was Big Brain Academy Wii Degree. And this is the Japanese version of the website. I don't know Japanese, so I probably will get lost navigating through this, but let's see what this is about. I am passingly familiar with the Big Brain Academy series. It's kind of like a test your mental aptitude type game by uh, having the player participate in a lot of like puzzles and problem solving and mini games and whatnot. According to Wikipedia, it said this game came out in 2007, I believe, for Japan and the rest of the world. So it was pretty early in the Wii's lifespan. So suffice to say, this website is no longer on Nintendo's site, what with the Switch being their current console. And honestly, at this point, people are speculating that the Switch is probably going to get retired soon in its own right here fairly soon for whatever console Nintendo comes up with next. But anyway, so for people who might have grown up playing this game or just have fond memories of this game, this might be a trip down memory lane for you. But let's see what this is about. Does this give me anything? Ah, okay. So, all right. So, kind of like the little professor guy is giving a lecture or perhaps a lesson or maybe even I don't know, but there's not really much of an interactive element in this section. Let's see. Yeah, and the of course the little me characters, which were apparently you could use the Mii's you created on the Wii console. You could use them in the game. So, and yeah, it used Wii Connect 24 compatibility. So that took me back to the home page. Okay, yes, it looks like it's giving a demonstration of like some of the mini games and some of the puzzles that you solve in the game. So, a little informative dealy here. These presumably correspond to different functions of the brain. So you use different parts of your brain to solve the puzzles and play the various mini games. There is something to be said about kind of the simplicity of of the presentation for the Wii era Nintendo. Kind of had that almost Apple style white background and kind of a minimalist approach there to things. And I know by now there's been a whole generation of, I guess they're Zoomers, Gen Alpha, whatever you want to call them. There was a whole generation of kids who grew up with games like this and are now adults themselves. So I'm sure they would get a kick of checking this out. Though if they don't know Japanese, they may not get a lot of much. They may not get much out of this, but who knows? Maybe if I run across the English version on Flashpoint at some point, I didn't check to see if there was, but if there is, maybe that'll be nostalgic for my English speaking viewers, which I'm willing to assume is the vast majority of my audience. But yeah, you can't really. I've been trying to click on all these, but there doesn't seem to be that much element of interactivity. It's just Kind of a basic splash screen, series of splash screens. What do these take me to? Okay, so it's just different. Just takes me to different pages without having to go back to the main page. Yeah, and let's see. Yeah, I think it's talking about how it's multiplayer. According to Wikipedia, multiplayer supported up to 8 players or something like that. So, yeah, pretty neat. It's kind of a relic of a bygone era, I suppose. But all right, well, I think we've seen just about everything the site had here. So that was the microsite for Big Brain Academy Wii degree. And kind of I'm not sure if this takes me anywhere. Nope. Oh, maybe. It's thinking, it probably won't take me anywhere. I think that was the link to the DS version, because I think that's where the series got its start. Yeah, it's not loading anything because both of these sites are down for the Wii and the DS. But anyway, but it's a pretty neat little microsite, kind of a little time capsule into an era of Nintendo's history. So thank you so much for tuning into this bonus episode of Flashpoint Friday, and take care, everyone.